just to show you, it happens to anybody. If you look over here, you'll see that that little lip is up in the air. Can't have that. This is where people could put their arms if I ever put stools back here again. So I got to take that one out. It's just that I don't know what happened. I guess I had a piece of tape there and it distracted me. Seldom do you see them go high, but you can tell right there that's not going to work. I've already got my 5-in-1 tool ready to go. I haven't been here in a long time, it feels like. I have an idea here. This just bothers me. I'm going to take this off and see about heating up and taking off the laminate behind it to see if that'll get me back in here a little bit and try to make this match a little better. And there's just so many things I'm not going to worry about because you can't when it comes to tile. You'll get used to it. And let's see about getting this out and getting that off. And then the other overview, put that back in my pocket. The other overview is in here. I've got to pull this sink and I'll get that going. That'll be good. This is the kind of project you want to start and finish in the same day if you can. And I somehow saved this thing. This is going to be nice to have a nicer new one of these. Drained, whatever you call it. You know, there's no rubber gasket in there. Guess you don't really need one. It's not under pressure or anything. So I've got to finish this. That's going to be nice. Considering doing that in here because of the brown goo I didn't have to put it, but I did. Sometimes in the back of your mind you'll think that maybe that'll keep the bugs down or something too. So I'm going to do the other of these, so it'd be a total of 6 of those. And this tile is very cheap. It's 39 cents for a big flat. I don't know how much it is, and I gotta tell you too, I'm tired of coming home and seeing this mess. So I don't know how much it is. Oh, the bowl. It's about 60 cents a piece. But bullnose tiles are always going to cost you more than flat tiles. So 67 cents. I mean, you know, how long do you think it'll take me to do those things? 2 hours probably. And that's where your work goes. I got to get back in the groove here and get everything like it should be. But as you can tell, just on a medium light day, it's just so much better in here, and it keeps me from wincing, and it makes just kind of brighter feeling. And I got unbelievably great light receptors in my eyes, and I just even at that, it looks like I added like 20 square feet to that area. So if you're thinking of doing something like this, you know, keep that in mind. It looks a lot cleaner, brighter, and it's easier to keep clean too. Just save that for corner pieces or something. That's all you can do. And then we'll fit another piece on there. Okay, well, that could have been worse. So let's fix that. There it is, knocked off. There are the pieces. I put it on there with silicone. Those of you who don't know this, your 100% silicone makes a pretty fine adhesive if you have the time. That's the way you glue on fake or desktop covers. Silicone's a great adhesive. I got my torch here. That's propane. You can tell by the screen. Map gas is yellow. So I have learned that this is what? A 1/4 inch thick. If I'd have known that. I thought the laminate was stuck to the top, but there's a top and then this beveled laminate is put on there. So kind of strange. I was wondering how they ran the router and got it so perfect. So now we know. And let's see if I can. Ooh, that would mean I'd have to cut right there. I have the tool to do that. So let's just see how this peels back, if it peels back at all. And I have sworn, so I'm going to keep looking at my camera and try to keep things in frame. I'm going to keep trying to do that and keep better lighting. So I got my 5-in-1 ready. Oh, there that is. I was wondering where that was. Okay, let's put this back over here. I've come to love this tool. It is, brushless, say. It is, I would describe it as kind of a meatball tool, but it's far more precision than I think that if you're careful with it. So now it's tape time. So let me show you what's happened here. This actually does just pull off. And now too much is off, and I'm just pulling that off with my fingers, and it makes a little crunchy noise. I'd rather build up a little something than have to take off. But see right here, I'm going to have to get the tool, and then what you do is you tape this off so you won't scratch it, and see if I can sort of carefully get in there. I haven't chipped any of these yet, so that's good. If I do, I'll take them out. Got no choice. I just want that to look right. I should have taken my time. I thought I did. I felt like I did. And I don't know if it would have had to do the little. I don't know what would happen, but this is what's happening now. It's hard to bring you along with this, but just remember the old axiom: give me a fulcrum and I'll move the world. And I made a relief cut right there with the Wonder tool. I'm using my 5-in-1 tool after promising to keep everything in frame. Oh, there it goes. Probably can do this with my hands, but you got a little bit more control with this tool. You get enough feedback off of it to work. So I'm hoping not to break this tile because of that funky corner right there. That's why I just made a relief cut there. Okay. I don't care what comes out of there. Looks like more is coming out of there than I want to, but I believe, oops, it broke on me. That's okay. Let's get this big. Ooh, see the laminate coming off? That's what I thought was going to happen. Put it like that. Just to start with, put your thing down here to catch all the bits of the bits. So there's your laminate back there. Lemma! Okay, let's see. I'm going to need both hands. Wish me luck here. I think I'm going to cut a little bit more into that. Noise alert. Okay, well, I think I need to cut right there too. So I won't make you suffer through that again. So I got that chopped off, left the oven door closed. I'll collect that dust in a second, and here we go here. Hopefully my relief cut's going to work. Yeah, I think I can work with that. Okay. Oh. And you can use your multi-tool to sort of clear that up a little bit. And I think I can make that hook over. Let's take this off now. I got one of these bull nosies here. And I think if I cut that carefully, I can make all that disappear with a little of caulk right there. And then look at that. That's what you're going for now. And see, the thing about tile or anything else, the high spot is the spot. That's where you're going. That's where you shouldn't be doing this with one hand. But right here maybe. You just sort of very quickly sort all that out. Far, far better. Okay. So let's try this one more time. Yeah, a little dab will do you there. Now you see it kind of goes in some, not so much right there, but that's acceptable. And the glue is a little bit of a filler. It's very thick. And all this glue has to be perfectly set for days before you try to grout it. So that's why I'm working so hard at this area, because the whole project was start here and come around and end up in the garage, in the bathroom. Well, same thing. What I'm about to say here is very, very important. That is a very fancy cut. That takes a lot of time. And I usually like to back cut it so it'll fit a little better. And I don't want to drop this thing now. Your grip gets real good the more time you get into these things. See, that fits pretty nice right there. Now, you'll back it off a little bit. Now you see it fits real good right there. You know why? Because I took off about 1 millimeter off this side. Because when you get this side going pretty good, you kind of want to stop because you don't want to chalk off that upper part right there. That horn, I guess you would call it. And this is where you're going to be standing a whole lot. And you want this to work as well as possible. I will give that a let's glue that on there right there. So I've got my tape ready. So let's go. I wasn't going to open up the glue until I was ready to do lots of things. I am ready to do lots of things. I got to make another end for it. So this is my, gets stronger every time I use it because you end up with more glue on it. So just in an effort to, now these pieces of styrofoam came with the sink, so don't throw stuff away till you're sure. And anyway, let's find, I think it's over here, yeah. And once again, I'm using landscape construction adhesive, but I don't believe my kitchen knows it's inside and it's not a landscape. So that was there and it was what they had and I got it. So, all right. Wish me luck here. I don't want to buy another sink because I like this one, but we are we're going in and I've got everything ready. I got my big Schaefer bucket ready, and then it looks like we're going to have some fun here. I got to get some cloth to put in the hole, but I kind of cut around this already, and let's just put this other light on, and we'll see what we get about jacking this up. I got the jacks right there and some wood, so I hope that it just very carefully and slowly just, but that ticking noise may either be a release or a crack. So I don't know. I had an idea, but I don't think I'm going to do it. An idea to sort of have some fun with you, but let's just keep working. This is not the time for Granddad's Stanley. It's time for, oh good, collar blocked. You mean that actually works? Okay. Oh, guess it doesn't. So there is a helpful sign. It actually kind of sank down in there. And do I see it moving around? Well, I think you get what's going on here. Yeah, I don't think there's as much silicone in there as you might think. So let's go here and perforate this baby and see if we're going to jack it up here in a minute. Went a little better than I thought it would. So see, you can move it and pick it up. So that sort of tells me that I really don't need to take it out. My plan is not really to take it out. It's just to jack it up and then work tile around it once I get it jacked up. I want to change this thing out anyway, so whoops. It's just time. It's time. Alrighty, we here see a little daylight right there, and I've got everything set up to go. I could probably just do this with my fingers. And, oops, oh, sorry, I bumped your head there. See the daylight growing, and I don't want to go far with this thing. I think that's probably far enough. Yeah, I would think so, judging by the thickness there. So don't pull on the sink when you get up. Let's have a moment here of doing this. Now I don't know if y'all know how these things work. Don't need to really. That has a screw and then this screws. So you know you got to put your. Luckily I have some of your plumber's putty in there, but that's going to be nice and pretty. Trust me, the other one was not nice and pretty. It was very ugly. And it was old and time to go. I think that's going to look a nice reflection on me. I can see the red dot in the camera off reflecting that. Cool. Okay, so let's, now you got to remember when you put these in which way to put them. Some people put them in this way and it doesn't travel enough. If you put it in this way and it'll reach, then your trap travels a lot more. So there you go. I didn't take the other one apart because didn't want to. Okay, so there you go. That's all cleaned up now. So I can't do that until the bitter end. So let's put this down here and then keep it out of harm's way. And then I'll be putting some tile in here shortly and getting around this sink. And then I can probably finish off this countertop. Oh, well, that scared me. It's just the door closing. You never know how many of these you're going to need. Okay, so there you go. I didn't bother to turn those off. So see, I can get, I need to get my knife. You can get your 5-in-1, and you got to get all this old residue off, and then you can see your lip in there and get all that old off of there. Now, I prefer to live in a house that hasn't been lived in before. And that's not what this is. So when I do something like this, it generally makes me feel a lot cleaner. So, you know how it is. We're all like that. Probably ought not be, but we are. Come on, admit it. Come on. Say it with me. I'm like that. It's almost 3 p.m. here, and I've got this done. See, doesn't that look good? Now you got to remember, this thing will cock around and make all kind of problems for you. So I'll show you what they look like when you take them out. Okay, so that one ended up being pretty square. That one ended up being looking like that. And now when you get a tile, and I got one in here, that one's probably whole. Yeah, that one can be whole. And then you take these out and just keep them in a place. You know, and this is one of the reasons I did that 2-row right there. See the sink just moving all over the place, isn't that cool? And that one was a pure cut too. And then this one, and I'm going to glue this down here in just a second, and we will be ready to hook up the plumbing later this evening. It's not that these are a lot. Oh, you got to really spend some time being clean and back cutting and double cutting and trying to get all the old silicone out of there that you can. And goes there. And then that one was a good square tile. And this was this one. Now see, I used this tile, came out of the box with that chip. So inspect your tiles, and then now see, she'll cock around on you funny, so you gotta keep watching her. So she's floating around free other than her flexible line, so you gotta kind of keep that in mind. I'm pretty lucky in that these lines go here, and I think it looks pretty good. So let me go get the goo and get this down and get the weight back on it, and then I can hook up plumbing. Okay, see, that's the way you do that. I don't know, it took me 45 minutes or an hour, I guess. So that's now it's time to drop her down. She's still a little loose. Turn her around a little bit. I think it's going to be okay to just see all the glue is still, it's not set. I'll tell you what, that landscaping glue just smells bad. Okay, and all you got to do down here, I know you can see that, so I can see it in my viewfinder, is just let that down. And see how it just shot right down there? Okay, there it goes. Fix it in post. Okay, so there's the sink down, setting the tile, and the tile is just like any other time. You want to make sure that your edges are good here for your bullnose upcoming. I don't think I got a bullnose yet. I got one over here because I'm still working on this. I like doing that at night for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. So here's the old drag it along technique. Okay, so let's go out this way. Let's see if we got enough to see where we end up here. I might have to cut a little tiny bit. Nope. I'm gonna have to cut a lot. I thought I was gonna come out better than that, but that's the thing about this tile work. You gotta bite it off a little bit at a time. And okay. I believe this stuff dries quicker too than the other stuff, but man, it stinks. Okay, so we gotta start back here because this is a part tile. Okay, so what do I need here? I'm gonna need a lot of pieces. Hey, you know, let's see about this. What do you think's gonna happen? I don't know where I've got any of that. Do I have some over here? I don't think that's the same thickness as the blue. But if it comes out that way, see, it doesn't though. See, I got one to look at there. So what does the guy do here? I like that. I don't want to have to cut any white tiles. We just overcame that in the previous segment, didn't we? I'll have to think about it. I don't know how long I'm going to run these videos. So maybe one day they'll be popular. I don't know. So got a little bit of something there. That's a silicone waiting to happen. I like seeing that little corner right there. Okay, so, okay, and then when we force it in with our caulk, that'll glue her into place. But she's good enough now. Nobody's gonna ever see that because she can't even see it already, unless you're lurch and 80 feet tall or whatever. Well, let me think about this because I might want to bring that blue line out here and then bullnose that. That might be kind of good looking. In order to do that, she'll have to overhang a little bit. But we'll see what we do about that. I didn't take that blue tile back. I don't think. No, I didn't. So if I kept that, then I'll be able to do. There it is. Yeah. Oh, the whole house is an uproar. So listen, I'm kind of liking that blue line idea. You can't really put it here. There, I mean. But you can put it here. But then you got your bullnose coming up. I just realized that I've lost complete control of the day. So let me tell you what's happening. Oh, wow. Got late. And I started working and then didn't record it. So this is what I've done here. I decided to bring this line down. I like that. And I put a little bit of a edge right there. See how it looks? See? I think that's pretty cool. And, uh-oh, ready? Boom! It's like new under there. got a new drain going. I've checked it several times, and so I'm gonna caulk around here tomorrow, and then I'll do the kitchen sink, and I've got some caulk open, so I might as well do it. I realized that I didn't film any of this, but I did all of this, and I did decide to bring here. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. There you go. See, try to make it look as nice as I can. That's my new basin. Pretty, huh? And I would have never dreamed the little place could have ever looked like this. But I did decide to bring the blue line in. I know that's off a little bit, and all you got to put is a little shaving cream right here. Nobody will know it. See, I got that little bump in right there, and it sort of makes it look like I meant to do that. Well, it's just the way it worked out. Sometimes you got to go with it. So that's my new basin. It was ugly Formica, and for $100 or something. So tomorrow I'm going to get the white caulk out, and I'm going to get the water and the 5-gallon bucket, and I'm going to caulk around here, and that's going to be really nice. I've got the drain going, and it's doing pretty good. Plenty of water pressure, and that stays up as it should. And then, boom! And then there's no water under here. Okay, and then I've got the another one of these going. I don't really love the white against the gray like that, but I'm going to try to make that as I'm going to cut this in and reduce it as much as I can. But the white does look clean, so we'll do that. Isn't that cool? All right, so you'll see the finished product later. I'm only making this video to sort of pull people up. You don't have to deal with builder grade stuff. As long as it's got a solid base, you have the opportunity to express yourself as you desire. And I desired it this way. Just a little old cabin sink, $100. And I don't know, $800 worth of time. I don't know. It's a new day. I've been home for a couple hours, so I'm rested. No, not really. I've moved stuff out of the way. I've disassembled my life a little bit more, which is what it's all about. And so let's go in here, and I'm gonna tell you what's not gonna fly. Well, I don't think I've shown you any of this. I was going to clean up, but before I started, but I didn't. So I got my line going here, and I've kind of made that sort of a retroactive looking little step in right there. I kind of like that, and that's what she looks like before grouting and all that other stuff. So I think it looks pretty good as it is. So I'm going to get the silicone caulk today and do the big spots, namely here. I'm going to get rid of those little things. Just put it on your finger and dab it in there. That could be cleaned, huh? And right over here, and we're going to make that look better and sort of one. So I'm very happy with that, and can't wait to finish this. And I've done the other one of these. I'm working on that. I really just want to finish all the tile work before I break out the grout. But I can tell you one thing: putting this new drain in here is really and cleaning this out. It's just such a pain, and it's so ugly and nasty. But boom, Sound like the Russian hacker guy. Boom! And so hopefully I'll get my life back in order. And I'm going to get the AccuVac out now. And I guess you might have noticed that I had this woodworking going on here. Well, the reason for that is this is one of those ugly rounded corner things. Oh, I don't want to take you in here, but I will. Oh, it makes me nervous just coming in here. This ugly rounded thing, I don't know. I just never really liked them. So whenever I get the chance, and there's my motorcycle helmet and all my other mess in here. So change jar doesn't fill up like it used to. Did you notice that? You don't get so much, that just doesn't happen. It's one of those things that's gone away. The other thing that's not going to happen, might make some fresh coffee, I don't know. That's just horrible. Let's just get a shot of that. And I'll try to stand in the same place. 3, 2, 1. And then I did that. So I think that's far better. I'm going to put my little pie safe back over here, but I just kind of wanted to get that higher and drier. I'm in the middle of digging this out with that thing and getting ready to do this part. Boy, what a mess. What a mess I made. So it was looking like that, and now I'm getting ready to go for that. I'll show you where I am. I'm entering into the bathroom here, and I got a little bit of a surprise over there. I'll do the whole thing, but I've been undercutting this, and this is what you got to do to make it right. I don't remember if I showed this or not, but there's any number of opportunities to remove the goo. Oh, there we go. And see, now that will slip underneath there. This side seems to be a little tighter. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Try not to lose it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You know you want out of there. Oh, it's coming out. Almost in one piece. I was thinking that, there we go, it's all coming out of the back now. I don't think I'm going to destroy the structure of the house here. Boy, that's some ugly wood. It smells bad when you cut it too. Well, it's just, oh, I wish I kept that handle on there. You can just push it back up in there too. It don't really matter if you got the room. Yeah, there's some other junk down in there. I don't think that's going to foul us up too much, but there that is. And then you take your, you get an old piece and use it as a guide. You have to, if you silicone it, you got to undercut it. Got to cut against the floor, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of patching up there. Then you can kind of get a feel for what you're going to run into. When you're going to run into stuff, you have to sort of fit them. And just sort of get a feel for where you're going to be ending up here. Okay. Alright. What's under there? I don't think, oh, that's the, I don't know, don't matter. I'll make a piece go around it. If that's all I got. And that's all I'm going to do today. I got more to do, but we're going to call this an amen after I show you a final cut. And then in a day or two, or 3 or 4, or whatever happens, I really shouldn't be doing this. I should be resting, but I can't stand it. Got to have some, that's all. Been down here, cat. So get your utility knife and cut. And try to get all that you can off. Just try to make it look as sharp and clean as you can. Alright. You don't know what kind of floor finishing you got to do till you get your tile in. And I know you can do it now, but you can just rub it with just your finger with a little bit of stain or something. You'll be fine. Start out light. See how you, well, I'll show you in a minute. You're going to make a little damage with tools. And there's the sink. Let's see where I and make it snappy. All right, I got something new here. I got from these people. I hope they're good. I hope we'll find out. I didn't know until the other day that there were all kind of upgrades on cat cables. Category. Cat means category. And I had Cat 5s that were, oh, let's see if I can find that one. I mean, these things are old. 15 years old. Look at that. I mean, that's just, that cable there is just worthless. And in today's world, I'm thinking that my crummy internet is probably partially my fault. I didn't really realize it. That was not much better. And I had this red one. But I got these Cat 8 cables. Whoa! So do some research on your cable, Clark cables, before you do any kind of systems. And if you got, see, it says Cat 8. They were made there. I guess they're okay. I got to tell you though, they feel great. These Cat 8 you can actually put outside and you can bury them. Say, don't know if I'd do that without a couple of mountains of dielectric grease, but we'll see how those work out. And I'm thinking that perhaps, as we all know, if you're dealing with something large, and if you can just take little baby steps, if it's 100% wrong, and you can find 20% and then 70%, maybe, you know, maybe get lucky, and you can get it down to a 95% problem. Stop. You've done it. So hopefully that'll do it. Okay, let's call it a day, because I got the light here to swing it. I'm not going to do this anymore, talk about this anymore, but there that is. I'm very happy with that. The door closes fine, and I'm very happy with that. That brown goo is gone. It looks very defined. I think it looks far better than just being very careful about taking the door casing and going to the floor. I like that better. I don't know if this video will go viral. I doubt it will. But I got to tell you, if you've got this tool and you got the time, you can do this. It's just fun. Whatever you do, don't get that landscaping PL 500. Boy, that stuff nasty, smells bad, don't work worth a flip. Works okay, but the original PL stuff's you know, better. So hey, give me a thumbs up. There you go. It's the shadow of the thumbs up. But you've also got to subscribe. So go down there and subscribe. Appreciate that. We'll do more later. I'm cleaning up. I'm laying out my tiles for finishing this up. I've got this grouted. Oh, not grouted. This is actually siliconed in. And I'll probably have to get a razor and mess with. Maybe I won't. I mean, it's just a cabin. I got to keep in mind it's just a cabin. So that's silicone. That is not caulk around there to get this sink stable. I did some caulking and not caulking, grouting, grout, caulk, whatever. And just wanted to get this back where it belongs. Look at that big long string or something. Leave it there, and when it dries, pull it off. See that? Oops, I shouldn't even messed with it there. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about all this. I will finish this up in the next video, and I'll just show you how it all turned out. When I did this grout work, I'm going to turn this off. Boy, I got to tell you, somebody let a goat in here, I'm going to have to take a shower. It's one or the other. I mean, it's kind of a warm day. So I did some grouting back there. That light gray is okay. Like I think I might have already said, this stuff don't mix well. You got to be careful. You can do the just do the whole thing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to mix it all up and then force myself to do all that much grout at one time. So I mixed it up a little bit in a cup, and I did it. But it's just, whew, it doesn't mix worth a dang. And then it does, and then it's too thin. So, you know, grout work can be that way. So this is where we're going. I'm going to put some tile here on this window ledge, just because I want to, and I think it'll be cleaner. I got all these bits. I still got some more of these bits. I don't know. I'll do something. I'll do something to make that an attractive point up there. So, loving the sink. I got this all siliconed in too, and just looking forward to getting this done, because I got car things to do. I got motor graders to work on and all that other stuff. So get you some, now also too, if you think you need a Cat 5A or something, just get a Cat 8. These things were less than $10 each for 5-foot cable. So just get it. Just always, you know, think ahead. Always, you know, build back better. Whatever you do, don't do that. And whatever you do, I don't want to get political here. Whatever you do, leave it the hell alone. It's most of the time. So the door's back on, and that looks good back there. I'm very happy about the whole thing, and so we will talk next time, and maybe next time I can get the AccuVac. I got the bag in the AccuVac to make sure I catch everything, so I won't release any more dust in here necessary. And I'm going to clean and dust and mop, and next time you see it, it's going to look like the Taj Mateater. That's a fancy hair teeter, if you were wondering. All right, bye-bye. I think there's some cactus juice in there.